I've never been in an interracial relationship. So I'm still finding my feet and finding, okay, did I just say something that could actually be taken the wrong way? I generally only done it to protect her.
Protect me from the fact that I'm black.
Wow. Silence. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
At that point, I was like saying, sweetheart, I don't care about what you just said before. Hey guys, welcome back to Human or Resource. I'm Oma.
Selma.
So we're going to do a review in Love and Toxic, Blue Therapy.
And if you think it's a Blue Therapy from 2021,
no, it's not.
no, it's not the same. Even though that one was fire in 2021, everybody was watching it on YouTube. We were too late on the YouTube review sphere. We really fumbled on that one. We figured out when this one came up, we're like, get it, you know? Because it's familiar faces. Denise is back. You know, our lovely therapist. There's Joe. And what we found out, guys, when we did a little investigation.
They're not therapists at all.
No.
Like, what's the purpose? They're like wellness coach and
celebrant and actresses.
Actresses and actor. What's going on?
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the main cast. There is Tundi and Marie.
Okay.
There is Lauren and Michael. There is Temi and Tang. And then there is Ray and Sean.
So let's talk about our first couple. Okay. Tundi and Marie.
Yeah.
Now, Tundi and Marie have a relationship of almost 10 years, I would say. On and off, 10 years. Tundi has three kids, 2 baby mamas. Okay. And we have Marie, who is, I think, 29, okay, because she's been with him, because she got it with him when she was 19 years old. Now, when she first got with him, she had this relationship, and it's her first love, I'm assuming, showed her some little things, but she wasn't satisfied in this relationship. So she left him, got with another man. Soccer player, football player.
A professional one. One that's like a millionaire.
Who got some money.
Yeah.
Right?
How do they find these people? I don't understand.
You know what? I don't know.
Like,
we're doing something wrong in our lives. Is there like
an agency? You know what I mean? Girlfriends for soccer player agency? Like, I don't understand.
Then sign me up, okay?
No.
Sign me up, okay? Other than that, this girl, her new boyfriend showed her the world, okay?
Took care of her. That's what she said.
That's what she said, right? That's what she said. Unfortunately, first of all, she said she blocked Tundi everywhere on social media. Then he moved near her in the same neighborhood. They reconnected. The football player figured out that she's still in contact with him, right?
And then he
dumped her. And now she's with this guy with 3 babies.
Now, listen, guys. One of their main argument is the fact that she's at a point in her life where she wants to get married, okay? And he's saying, I don't need a legal document to prove that I'm married to you. We're already married.
Actually, he doesn't want to marry her, okay?
Yeah.
In Africa, how does it work?
In Africa, you get meet a beautiful young lady, so come here, sit here, that's it, done. You're married.
Really?
Have kids, buy her house.
Africa, we don't do that. You don't represent Africa.
You really try to represent
Africa. You don't
Africa
represent
completely.
Africa.
And he
every
said,
corner of it.
My granddad, he goes,
had 5 wives.
Had 5 wives, and they all had their houses and stuff like that. R.I.P. and all that. And she was looking at him.
That's your culture. That's your village. Tradition.
He tried to speak for Nigeria in total, like. And then Denise asked a very valid question. She said, "What would separate her from the rest of your crowd?"
Baby mama.
And then after he was just like, "Listen, she ain't even operating out of wife status for me to marry you. You can't even be a wife because you don't cook like a wife.
You don't clean like a wife." Well, anyways, Orkala, she said that I'm not your wife, okay? I'm your girlfriend, and I'm operating in a girlfriend level. And you know what? I respect her for that, 100%. Even I feel like, what is girlfriend level, okay? Because so far, this guy is disrespecting you left and right. And the fact that she even tries to cook for him or even cleans a little bit, I'm disappointed in you too.
Yeah, okay. And she was telling him that, listen, legally, I want to get married. That's the way the law line in the UK. That's the way it's supposed to be, And he goes, I don't need a document. Guys, why do you think he doesn't want to marry her?
Well, in the end of the day, you could see these two couples. In this relationship, there is lack of communication.
If we were to flip the script and the fact that you have 3 children, 2 baby mothers, how many girls are actually going to accept that?
She said, you're lucky to have a woman like me. If I wasn't so crazy in love with you, what kind of woman would get with a guy like you?
Exactly.
And he looked at her and he goes, you would. See that certainty? That's the certainty, rapper. Like you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Period. And then after then Denise asked, would you stay with her or get with her if she is in a similar predicament like you, like have children? He was like,
No. Because you know what? He values himself. He knows his limits, and he wouldn't get with a baby, like a woman with kids, right?
And after he said, "Good
But
luck finding a better man than me."
I think she can, but I feel like she has low self-esteem at this point.
Now on episode 2, we still get, bombarded with the Marie and Tundi situation, but now we have an interesting argument. Marie shared with Denise that my man doesn't defend me and he allows his friend to disrespect me. And that is so true because let's face it, you guys, some people do this. When you have a best friend and you're mad at your significant other, 100% you overload onto your best friend.
Well, that's not a crime.
It's not a crime, but it becomes a crime eventually when you fix up things with your significant others. Don't be surprised if your friend is still harboring this hate and anger, and when they lash out to your best friend, don't act surprised. You facilitated this mess.
So what's your job?
It's
between your boy, like let's say your boyfriend.
Control
and
your friend.
Exactly.
Control your friend. That's your job.
Or in the end of the day, just tell her or him the truth. You know what I mean? We fixed our issue, we resolved it and everything.
But somehow the friend still harbors internal hate because when you watch that clip, I'm going to see if I can punch it.
He's a little too
He
much.
literally said, "I don't like your girlfriend. I can't stand her."
From when she's been on the holidays, when she's snapping cocktails, when she's doing the Rolex snapping, trying to make my boy jealous. She's not good for him. Bro, you know how I feel about this, bro. You know I don't trust her. You gotta protect yourself.
At one point, I felt like two things. He's in love with his best friend, or he's in love with the girl, and he wants to break this relationship between Marie and Tundi.
Yeah.
And so he could get with her.
It was so bad.
Regardless, it was very weird at one point. And you know what? I'm also going to say to Marie, sweetheart, there was no need for you to throw a cup of water at him. No need. So I feel like all that anger that she has towards the friend, it's really towards her man. But she doesn't want to show that side of her.
She can solve her issue with her man. But how are you going to solve the best friend right now who's still harboring, secondary emotions? Like, buzz off. You know what I mean? And again, I also...
And I think, you know what? As a person who has a best friend and who's married and everything, as your role as the best friend, okay? You're supposed to be neutral. Okay? You're supposed to be Switzerland.
How can I be neutral when you told me you don't like this person and now you like them? But I'm
but
still
you
mad.
have to always remind them why they got with them in the beginning, okay? Because in the end of the day,
It's complicated.
You want your friend to come to you. You're a safe place, okay? You're a safe place. But if you keep on showing this aggressiveness and you're pissed off or you're angry or whatever, they're not going to come to you anymore, okay? They're going to find another person.
You literally don't make no sense. This is your best friend. They're going to ride and die with you.
Okay.
If you're mad at your significant others, they're mad at their significant others. If you're good with your significant others, they'll be good with significant, right? Right?
Yes.
There's something, I don't know why, somehow these emotions you share to your best friend when they're angry at their significant others, that always linger. And they always keep notes on how your significant other made your best friend feel. It's a fact. They always keep a note. And they're going to look for signs and hints in the future. They say, oh, they're doing it again. You see? Oh, the way she talked to you, she did it last time. Anyways, in the real world, he called her a street fighter and he complained to Denise about her. And another thing too, she told Denise, he doesn't defend me. And Denise said, would you defend her? He goes, I'm not going to defend her. I'm not going to defend her. My best friend can beat up you and me. You see?
He's weak. So now you know, Marie, your man is a weak man.
However, Tundi did have a valid point on this one. She's not a good communicator. And because whenever she would go on a holiday, these girls go holidays every month. Whenever they go on, maybe because they make that money. When they go on a holiday, she doesn't communicate with him.
Where can I find these girls as friends? I need to find those type of friends,
yeah.
okay?
She doesn't communicate with him. And then after Denise said, well, how would you like if your man goes on a holiday and he doesn't respond to your text messages? And she was like this.
All right.
It's true.
And
Communicate
even
better.
this whole holiday was kind of sketchy to me. She somehow wanted $15,000 from her man. He said, I can't. I need to pay for the diapers and the milk and everything for my 3 kids.
Children.
Yeah. And after she's like, bet. All right. So she found money in a different way, you know? So
from like a
friend.
A client.
A client, yeah.
A client that we sold a deal, location, a deal, whatever, and then I got $15K, boom, and then went
she
holiday.
spent it all in a holiday.
And he said, in a 2-seater Lamborghini. So
And that part was hilarious for me. Even she said that when she goes traveling in the States or anything like that, or anywhere like that, she gets a Lamborghini or Porsche or whatever, and we drive on the right side, so she hires a chauffeur. So
listen,
that was sus. Also,
I think overall, since none of them are therapists, we're gonna use our street therapy. better communication and to be between two of them if you want to remain in that relationship. If you're not going to improve communication, Marie, if you said you can get a better man, go get a better man. Tundi, you're already wrapped up in a relationship.
You have 2 baby mamas. How about marry one of them? Okay. So let's talk about Lauren and Michael.
Yeah.
Now, this is our interracial couple. Okay. Now, I have no problem with interracial
Second
couple.
interracial couple, actually, because Tang and Temi.
Well, this is our first one.
Yes.
Right? Their issue in their relationship is they can't find time to spend with each other.
A balance in the relationship. There is no doubt that they have chemistry with each other. You can see it. There's no type they love each other. You can clearly see it. But with Lauren, she seems to be in love with her career. And I get it. She's young. She's ambitious. She wants to make it in the music industry. Yeah. And I understand. And she figured out, well, I'm young and I'm hot. I can capitalize on these opportunities, meet up with these rappers and stuff like that. Got it. Michael, on the other hand, he's very 9-to-5 guy, very modest living. He's a manager of a dog company. So that's cute. All right. That's your ambition. All right, cool. You can see 2 different types of drives in life. Yeah. And they don't know how to come with a balance.
You know what? There's one thing that she does say that she has a best friend named Sasha, and how Sasha and her always hang out. They have fun time. And you know what? I actually agree with, what's his name? Michael, right?
Yeah.
Where he's like, you know, that time you're spending with Sasha, you could spend with me.
Because, and he said something else interesting. Guys and girls can't be friends. Because he found out Sasha was actually a guy.
And I think that's kind of true. That is kind of true, okay? Yeah. If it's not a friend that you knew since you were a child, like you're growing up since childhood and everything, and you met them when you're an adult, I don't think you can be friends, actually, right? Yeah. So, and they do mention, she does mention, or reveal later on.
She had a snog.
She had a snog with him, right? Yeah.
She had a little peck with him. She was innocent, it's harmless. Okay, fine.
But your job is to secure your man when it comes to this kind of things.
So let's get to this main argument. Let's get to the main argument. She believes at this point in her life he's getting a bit jealous of her.
Yeah. He can't be a supporting boyfriend to her. Yeah, that's what I feel like.
I don't think it's true. I think he definitely and I don't think he communicates his concerns. I think for him he harbors them inside.
Oh, he does.
And he goes, wait until I meet the therapist so I can unload to her.
Which is childish.
It's childish. But I think she needs to be very considerate. Mm-hmm. Another thing too that was very interesting. She said, I have not seen any of your family members till today. And guess what he said?
I've never been in an interracial relationship. So I'm still finding my feet and finding, okay, did I just say something that could actually be taken the wrong way? I generally only done it to protect her.
Protect me from the fact that I'm black?
No.
Unless they're straight up definitely racist.
Wow. Silence. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
At that point, I was like saying, sweetheart, I don't care about what you just said before. Leave the relationship.
Why would you ever get into a relationship with someone who comes from a family that is not warmed up to different people? Yeah. I got one life to live. I'm gonna live it well. I'm not gonna go through that. I'm not doing any educational purposes.
There's no way I'm gonna go with you guys. Having dinner with you and knowing your parents, doesn't believe that I'm supposed to be free, thriving, and living my best life. No, I'm not doing that.
Free, I don't know, but I don't want to be the example or for you to be educated. No.
I'm not gonna be
the poster child.
Let me just say something.
I can't.
He seems really nice, okay, and he seems like he really cares for her and he loves her so badly. But just by saying that, is there marriage in this?
I don't know.
Does he see a future with her?
I don't know.
Or is this just a temporary
I think anybody,
fun time?
I think it's true. Honest people too. If you are interested in interracial relationships, okay, I think the first thing you need to do is warm and welcome your families to that idea. I don't think you go get yourself somebody from a different background and then
put them in the party
and say,
just stand
let me explain why. No.
It's not an experiment, okay?
Stop using them as an experiment. No. Yeah. Go ahead and have a conversation with your family first. Let them know that I'm interested in going outside my race. I fell in love with, he or she, whatever you call them, whatever. And let them know that this is the direction I'm trying to go. Are you, have the conversation with them. And if they're not welcome out, you will know by now. But he did the opposite. He went and got the girl and said, now let me go educate my family. By the way, I think that's an overcooked answer. I think he capped. I think he brought that one
course.
in. But, you know, now that it's open for discussion, we had the discussion.
Yeah. So this relationship, do I feel like it's gonna last? I highly doubt it.
I honestly think it's going to last because in
Now
the
they have something to
series...
fight for.
No, in this series, he admits
fighting.
certain things. She admitted certain things. And after they told Denise, I'm going to go do a homework, he left outside the corridor and he told her, listen, we don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to change. I'll be more communicative. And, you know, you two the same. And let's work this out. So it looks like...
Or he can't pay the fake therapist anymore, and he feels like, okay, I need to make more money. So later on, because listen, if you like it or not, you know what? He
has money, he's a
he's
manager.
deceitful regardless. Because this guy, he can't even communicate with her in the house. He needs a third party to be there. So that's why I feel like this relationship is not gonna last. And sweetheart, find another guy. Go with Sasha.
Okay.
Sasha's always there.
TV
Now there's other
series.
couples that we felt like wasn't really necessary to talk about them, because what was the couple?
Temmie and Tang.
Temmie and Tang. Ew. I'm sorry. Like ew. Okay. Especially when your man says to your father, "I'm never gonna marry her." Why did you decide to have a baby with him then? Like ridiculous. He's a waste of time. He's supposed to be a fun moment, not somebody that you live the rest of your life. And there was another couple, two black.
Sean and Ray.
Sean and Ray, sweetheart, you're 4 years older than him, and you feel like that relationship, you think it's gonna be a forever relationship? No, it was a temporary relationship, and you're somehow extending this. Let it go. He's not worth it, and also she's not worth it. Okay, so let it go.
Overall, my input, I think it is a flop. And I'll
Yes.
tell you why I think it's a flop. I think so many things were scripted, rehearsed. Y'all don't have any real therapist there. So, I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
But the TV show has a lot of potentials.
It does.
If you do it the right way, stop being scripted, bring real life problems.
Thank you. Or real life people.
Real life people with real life issues.
Oh my God,
And
real
have the
therapists.
cameras there. Stop being rehearsed. What I would like a third season, depends
Yeah.
if they switch it up. If not, no. Because the first Blue Therapy
Was excellent.
was the best.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys, so that's our review. Please subscribe and like this video, and bye now.